Hollywood makes two kinds of movies. They make movies by committee, and they make filmmaker movies. And he goes, I'm really not interested in these like movies by committee. They suck. The best movies, my favorite movies are, you know, where you can feel the personality of the director, and it's all about that.
I think Warner Brothers really needs to, you know, stay with what we do.
We have to pretend like those movies don't exist, because you can't cherry pick like, ooh, that'd be cool, just use the score, because it makes you think like, oh wait, so somehow those universes are linked. And
no, I did use Hans's theme for Wonder Woman. Did use a little bit, maybe, of John Williams. You'll hear Batman's theme. Batman has only had one theme.
I would say that is great about doing the superhero movies with Zack.
You could have the best ideas in the world, right. But if something happens tomorrow, you know, it's gonna change everything. And that's what Zack said in that particular viewing. He said, I just have to make this my own. I have to make Man of Steel, Batman. I need to seep it in, embrace it fully, and just do the best I can what he feels that needs to be done for that film.
All trying to protect Zack, and Zack is trying to protect us and make the best movie possible. And ultimately what we're trying to do is protect Batman and Superman, because weirdly they might be that strong, but one wrong note can really hurt them. The way a film works is it's you know, this family that makes it. It's collaboration. It's you want your director as involved as possible. He's a good filmmaker.
For me, you know, I'd watch a lot of the footage over Zack's shoulder as he's watching the dailies.
So I think there's a moment in the trailer that we saw in the last one briefly where it's going across the heroes and there's that orange background. That's the first time we're all together, standing together, and like it was beautiful.
If you're a big fan of Superman, then I'm sure you're going to be very, very
what
happy.
He had discussed with Zack before he stepped in. Take us to a more traditional version of Batman in the Justice League comics.
Everyone watching this movie is going to identify with the differences between characters and the similarities between characters as well. I think these guys really, really nailed it when it came to their interaction.
They've been brief, if anything. But yeah, I mean, Joss is a great guy, and Zack picked a good person to come in and clean up and finish up for him. It's just a testament to the kind of guy that he is. So, you know, he's with us, even though he's not with us.
Wow.
Yeah, none of us would be here without him.
because you can't really make a movie for someone else. You know, that's really hard to do. You know, you can't go like, I think people would like this. There's a good chance that that's a huge disaster. The only way you could do it, you can't put it before the committee or you're screwed. You know, they'll be like, you know, you'll end up with like a corporate logo.
Zack and Joss were working on that before Zack's, family tragedy happened.
You know, the movie is, Zack's DNA. The ship is, in essence, sailing. I found as a director, you could maybe change 10%. We were fortunate that when Zack was not able to continue, we got really lucky in that we got a guy who's very accomplished in his own right, and he kind of sprinkled some of his fairy dust on our movie and finished it. I don't think there's any way to go back like to me and I look at those scenes and go, that's a Joss scene, that's a Zack scene, it was more they were both working together toward a common goal.
So not being able to complete his vision, was extremely difficult. This whole thing is so bittersweet because we have been working on this franchise. So Zack developed the story for Wonder Woman, which was leading up to the point of Justice League, where these characters were finally going to come together. I mean, this was a really great hero's journey.
It came from Zack's mind. I mean, Aquaman wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him.
You can only make a movie hoping that it works out and that it's okay and that everyone, kind of likes it. You can only make it for yourself. Before, though, he's very adamant that, the movie be my movie, and he was very intense with everyone about, making sure that no one effed with my way of doing it, which was it's fun. I think it's just because he's a director, and he knows how he would want to be treated, and so it makes it really fun. And he doesn't second guess anything. He doesn't he's not over your shoulder going, really? I don't know, really? He's a good friend, so it's good fun.
It's like you got to know the rules before you break them, kind of a thing. And I think that's how it worked out for me.
So it was pretty cool that Zack and I end up getting to work on the very first thing I did on Wonder Woman.
We're hoping that people don't think about how the movie was made when they went to see it, because these characters are bigger than any director. They're bigger than any of us. And we love and adore these characters, and we love and adore all these people here. So
I've killed things from other worlds before.
She with you?
I thought she was with you.
I wouldn't say that it was predominantly to, quote, tweak the tone, unquote.
Glad I didn't miss this.
So am I.
Yeah. Now she's glad.